Okay, come. Let's go into lessons, all right? Come. So the last week, right, I gave this as a homework, this particular page, I believe, where you're supposed to complete the square and to make it to this particular format. Sure, I don't like it. Yeah, I also don't like completing the square. All right, so let's use a simpler way to do it. Can? All right, so remember the plus bracket over 2 square? They must be added in. Yeah. So you are supposed to add in that portion. All right. So down here, you're supposed to plus a bracket over 2 square. All right. But you cannot just plus something in. You understand or not? All right. For this, right, you also have to get rid of it. All right. So math, right, sometimes it's very irritating lah. All right. So for example, right, your b squared plus 4b, right, you cannot anyhow put in a plus 4. It's not fair. It's not fair because you're changing the entire expression. Can you see or not? So if you want to put a plus 4, you must put in a minus 4. Because plus 4 and minus 4 is actually equal to a plus 0, right? So you're not changing the question. Do you understand? Natalie, you can. Maybe Natalie, if you start to on the video. Oh, hello, Natalie. Long time no see. Actually, 2 years I never see you already. So actually, children, if Natalie on the video, the rest want to on or not? You see, one person start the ball rolling already. Come on, Larissa, on your video. Jocelyn, Jianhao, on your video. Jianhao, yeah, you dress up first, then you on your video. Very nicer, huh? Very nicer, Jianhao. Don't come in naked. Yes, you see, Larissa also on already. Wow, Jocelyn, come on. Nicole. All right. Oh, seriously, this is my first time seeing your faces, man. I want to cry also. Yeah, because I'm just so excited. My goodness. Hey, you guys got beautiful, pretty, handsome looking faces, right? Jocelyn, what is that? Is that a fire alarm? My goodness. You let me look at your ceiling. Huh? And Caitlin, how come got black screen? Huh? My goodness. So, children, if you want to on your screen, please go ahead and on your screen. It will be very beneficial to everybody. Wow, it's a light. But I want to see your face, Jocelyn, not the light. I know how a light looks like. Wow, my goodness. Oh, you guys are very encouraging today. Thank you so much. Jianhao looks good, is it? Wow, Jianhao. Yeah, very handsome looking one. Hey, seriously, how come you all don't want to on your camera from the first day? I seriously don't understand. All of you very, very nice looking, seriously. Yeah. Okay. Maybe with 4 of you or 5 of you owning the camera, right? The rest will slowly turn on their camera also. Let's just hope. All right. Wow, good job, Thank you, Natalie. Right, I think you start the ball rolling. That's what a leader will do actually. All right, so children, as I was saying, right, you cannot just put in a plus 4. You are actually changing the entire question. The question is just b squared plus 4b, right? You happily put in a plus 4 to change the question? Cannot. But if you put in a plus 4 and a minus 4, then nothing happened. You plus 4 minus 4, what? Can you see not? So it's actually a plus 0. That's okay. Can we not make it compulsory? Yes, okay. Right, it is still not compulsory. All right, the video thing. I totally understand some of you want to keep your secret identity. All right. But just I just trying to hope everybody will turn on. All right. So that is my dream one day. All right, Caitlin, you heard my dream. Zhen Yi, you heard my dream, right? I saw Zhen Yi before. Nicole? All right, so one day I hope everybody turn on your video. Okay. So as I say, you cannot just happily put in something. You need to put in something and also remove it. To make it what? To make it never change. So this portion is never change. All right. So what do you put into this blank down here? Remember, you have to put in the coefficient of b, which is a positive 4 into here. If you put in the positive 4, you must put in a positive 4 here. Why must you do that? So that these two, right, you can actually complete the square to give you a b plus 4 over 2 square. All right, which is actually a b plus 2 bracket square. All right, and the purple color portion is a plus what? 4 over 2 is a 2. 2 square is a 4. So you can actually present in this format. Can you see not, children? Right, so this was the previous week homework. Right, this is the previous week homework. Okay. All right, so that was the answer. All right, so for the part B, right, if you do the same, right, if you do the same pattern will comes out, right, plus what? Something over 2 square plus something over 2 square. Okay? So what do you put into the empty space? You put in the coefficient of B in this case, which is a positive 7. So it turns out to become like a pattern already. Can you see or not? All right, and these two, right, you know how to combine the square, right? So you combine the B, the plus 7 over 2 square. All right, and that will give you a B plus 3.5 square. The purple color will follow as 3.5 times 3.5 should give you what lah? Oh, sorry, this part is not plus. Sorry, this part is not plus. Sorry, this part is minus. Nobody tell me. Sorry, now here it's minus. Right, because you need to plus it and minus it to get rid of it. Sorry, my fault. All right, this is a minus. Must be the year block. Yeah, blame everything on the year block. This is a 12.25. Down here also follow 12.25. Can? Right, so remember, you cannot change the expression. The expression is given as like b squared minus 8b already. So this is fixed. Right, this is fixed. You cannot do anything outside here. What you can do is you can add something, and after you do that, you get rid of it. What you add, in this case, you want to make it like a completing a square, you have to put a bracket over 2 square, bracket over 2 square. The negative 8, the coefficient of b, put it here, put it here. This portion, you can combine the square to give you a b minus 8 over 2 square. Outside here is a minus. Minus 8 over 2 is a minus 4. Minus 4 times minus 4 is a 16. All right, and your answer will be b minus 4 bracket square minus 16. Can you understand or not? Can? All right, so this is the completing the square part, which many of you don't like, but I think that your school teacher is doing that already. Right, your school teacher is doing this portion. Your school teacher might be even going into graph sketching and all this. Is that okay? What is junior major? What's junior major? I also don't know. Oh, it's a CCA thing. Okay. All right. So anyway, the questions, right, for ABC are here. Right. If you want to take a look at DEF, right, it's the same. It's the same way of doing. All right. So if you look at the pattern, right, all is the same already. You need to plus something, and you need to minus something. Okay. You need to plus something, and you need to minus something, so that you are not changing the expression at all, and so on. Right, so always plus first, then minus. And in terms of the coefficient, you put in the coefficient of the b in this case. This is actually from your previous week's worksheet. And how you combine the square, this and this, because they have the square, you can combine. That will give you a b. Just follow what's inside, minus 9 over 2 square. B plus 2/3 divided by 2. So you press your calculator, 2/3 divided by 2 will give you a 1/3 square. Down here also, you press your calculator. What is 3/4 divided by 2? It's a 3 over 8. Okay? And the rest you can follow, minus, minus, minus. And press your calculator. What is 9 divided by 2 square? It will be a 20.25. 2 over 3 divided by 2 square. 1 over 9. 3 over 4 divided by 2 square. That will give you a 9 over 64. Can you all see or not? So once you can get the example out, right, the rest is just do the same thing. Oh. Okay. All right, so the homework, right? The homework was actually this portion. All right, but this portion is actually the continuation from the previous week's worksheet. And there's actually another one, right? But I believe you all know the pattern already, so I'm just going to write out the answers for you guys. Right, because I'm getting a little bit irritated also. I want to go into new stuff already. Okay, so this is actually from the previous week's worksheet lah. Previous week worksheet. And the previous week worksheet, I know that I never do a lot, all right, because I was talking about a lot of things. All right. We also talk a little bit about this formula method. All right. So if we can we just do 1 or 2 questions about the formula method? So we have this question. Always present it as a squared d and a constant in this format. All right, so you can write out your A, B, C. A is actually 1, B is actually 4, and D is equal to -3. All right, and you all know the song already. You all know the song already, which is what? The quadratic formula is -b plus a minus square root the b squared minus 4ac all over 2a. Yes, your alarm. Right. So Natalie, since you're the first person to turn on the video, you want to try to sing to us also? Maybe you got sweet voice, you know. Yeah, then everybody will start to what already. You see, Jian Hao's ears got problem, right? He's trying to, you know, yeah. He said that I cannot join the choir, right? Yeah. So sad. All right, so you sub in properly. B as a 4 plus minus square root. B is a 4 squared minus 4a is a 1. C is a -3. 2a, a is a 1. All right, so you have -4 plus minus. My advice to you is to press whatever you see inside the bracket. Right, so it's 16 minus 4 open bracket 1 close bracket open bracket -3 close bracket, and that will give you a 28. 2 times 1 is a 2. Okay, at this moment, right, split into 2 different portions. One is the plus 1 and one is the minus 1. And this formula, right, will not be given in your e-math. This formula will not be given in your e-math. So you have to memorize the formula, children. Must memorize. However, this formula is given in your A-math. It's very weird, lah. Right? It's very weird. Right? They give the formula in the A-math, but they never give it in the E-math. I also don't know why. All right. So if they never give you, just memorize. Cannot memorize, try to remember my song. Right? I've been singing this song for the class since last year, you know. Yeah, when we did the head start. Question never say anything, so give it to 3SF. 6, 4, 6. -4.65. Declare 3SF. Can? All right, so these are actually not the highlights of today's lesson, right? This was from last week's lesson, right? It's just that I didn't manage to complete it. Naughty me, I know.